questions on this?
No.
Okay, we'll move on to 3.1, approval of minutes. I'm assuming everyone had an opportunity to read these. Is there a motion?
I would have them turn their microphone on down there before you take motions.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes of the regular meeting of May 21st, 2026 as presented to us.
I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve those. Penny?
Anna Blake,
Yes.
Mike Hanna,
Yes.
Bill Hutton,
Yes.
John Lord,
Yes.
Mark Thompson.
Yes. Moving on to 3.2, approval of accounts payable. I'm assuming everyone read through all that. Any questions for Ken? Nope. Do we have a motion?
So moved. Second?
Moved and seconded to approve 3.2. Penny?
Anna Blake,
Yes.
Mike Hanna,
Yes.
Bill Hutton,
Yes.
John Lord,
Yes.
Mark Thompson.
Yes. Under consent items 4.1 through 4.7, is there an objection from anyone to hold all these together? And we already,
Okay.
yeah. Any objection?
No.
No? Okay, I need a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, moved and seconded to put 4.1 through 4.7 together. Kenny?
Anna Blake,
Yes.
Mike Hanna,
Yes.
Bill Hutton,
Yes.
John Lord,
Yes.
Mark Thompson.
Yes. And I'll go back to 4.1, administrative recommendation. Dr. Hall?
Hi, Mr. Thompson. I'd like to recognize or introduce to you Kyle Mealy. So Kyle is coming to us from Marion Community Schools, where he's currently their chief financial officer and oversees their operations. Prior to that, he was superintendent at Westdale from 2018 to 2025. And before that, he served in the role as high school principal, athletic director, or assistant principal, and then athletic director. So we're really excited to have him on board. He's got a vast knowledge of school finance and school operations. And so, again, I'm appreciative of your approval of our recommendation. I'll let Kyle introduce himself.
I'm really very excited to be here. I really thoroughly enjoyed getting to sit down and talk with Penny, Ken, and Dr. Hall about the position. It's a great opportunity. I feel very fortunate. I want to apologize. My wife wants to send her apologies. She could be here, but my daughter's dance recital is this week. And she's picking her up from rehearsal and then taking her bag. They had to go get food, and so she unfortunately couldn't be here. And then my son is a freshman, going to be a sophomore at Purdue, and he just, when they're that age.
I understand.
So I can't blame him on that. So I'm very excited to be here and going to hang around, and if you guys want to talk a little further afterwards, I'd be happy to talk to you guys. So I appreciate it.
I'm assuming at some point you'll ditch the purple and go green.
Yeah, my wife reminded me of that as I was walking out. She had just came back and left, and she goes, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, so at Marion, I didn't have to wear as many ties as I did when I was superintendent, so my shirts had not quite caught up yet. So we will ditch the purple and go to the green."
Well, what Ken said, that's Markleville, so.
That's right. Yeah, good point.
Welcome.
Okay, we'll go to 6.1 under new business. No, we won't.
No, we'll go by one.
We'll go to
Back
5.1, contract approval. Mr. McCarty.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Tonight, the administration is requesting approval of 4 contracts, one with the East Central Career Coaching Grant, 2 with the food service procurement, and 1 for our prom for the 27 through 29, which I believe is where
Can
the
we
prom
lump
has
all
been
these
held for
together?
a while.
You can approve all those contracts together.
Okay. Any discussion, questions? Is there a motion to,
I make a motion to approve the contracts, all the contracts as presented to us. Second.
moved and seconded to approve those contracts? Penny?
Anna Blake,
Yes.
Mike Hanna,
Yes.
Bill Hutton,
Yes.
John Lord,
Yes.
Mark Thompson.
Yes. Moving to 5.2, the school lunch program.
Thank you,
Mr.
Mr.
McCarty?
Thompson. Each year, food service is required to submit pricing for board approval. Tonight, attached is the recommendation of a food service director, along with a change in the credit card to become a little more consistent with what other schools around are doing as far as accepting credit cards.
Did everybody see how much we spent on credit cards?
Yep.
I mean, that's crazy, $62,000.
Mr. McCarty, did that come out of I'll call it from the food services department, that money?
Yes, it did.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so, food service is a self-funded
Yeah.
department, so, you know, that freeing up that money will certainly help the budget of the
Absolutely.
department.
Great.
Any other questions?
And
for
you
him?
managed to do that with just charging 10 cents more on lunch meals for the K-12
Yeah, yes.
and the rest? Well, way to go.
Those meals are a bargain.
Yeah, it is.
Price. Wow, $3.50 for a whole meal? Yeah, no.
I move we accept the recommendation as presented.
Second?
Moved and seconded to approve 5.2. Penny?
Anna Blake,
Yes.
Mike Hanna,
Yes.
Bill Hutton,
Yes.
Joan Lord,
Yes.
Mark Thompson,
Yes. Moving to 5.3, the approval of the non-certified salary schedule. Mr. McCarty?
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. This is another one of our yearly approvals. If the amounts look familiar, they are because they're unchanged. So tonight, the administration is requesting approval of the support staff salary schedule that will be in effect starting July 1, 2026 through June 30th of 2027.
Any questions? Motion?
motion to approve.
Second?
Moved and seconded to approve 5.3. Penny?
Anna Blake,
Yes.
Mike Hanna, Bill Hutton,
Yes.
Joan Lord,
Yes.
Mark Thompson.
Yes. Moving to 5.4, adoption of the budget calendar. Mr. McCarty again.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Thompson. Tonight, the administration has attached the proposed 2027 budget calendar. It corresponds with our meeting dates, and it also is in compliance with the DLGF deadlines that we have. So very similar to the schedule that we've had in the past. It allows us a little buffer in case we would need to adopt the second meeting in October. For whatever reason, we could do that, but we're asking for approval of the budget calendar.
Any other questions for him? Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
Moved and seconded to approve 5.4. Penny?
Anna Blake? Yes. Mike Hanna,
Yes.
Bill Hutton,
Yes.
Joan Lord,
Yes.
Mark Thompson.
Yes. And moving to 5.5, approval of property and casualty insurance. Mr. McCarty again.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Attached is a proposal, the sole proposal that we have at this point for the insurance renewal. Similar to health insurance, the insurance companies like to wait till the very last termination. Since we are early in the month, we are actually meeting with another insurance company that will be on site at the high school a week from tonight. We are asking for permission to take this bid unless we have a more attractive bid in which we would go with. So rather than to hold a special meeting for approval of this, we would like to ask permission to go with the better bid if one is presented.
I have a question. It says date prepared, May 29th of 2025. Should that be 2026?
Yes, it should be. Where,
It's
Under
down by the
his
USI, very bottom.
yes. Yes, it should.
Is there any problem legally doing that? No. Okay.
We have
entertain
done
them.
this in the past.
Yeah.
Like I said, when we have early in the month meetings, we have done this, and we don't like to do it, but we have in the past.
When Dr. Hall and I met Tuesday, he told me that they were just now getting around and looking at schools and fire systems, et cetera. So, is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve 5.5. Penny?
Anna Blake,
Yes.
Mike Cannon,
Yes.
Bill Hutton,
Yes.
John Lord,
Yes.
Mark Thompson.
Yes. Moving to 6.1, Teacher Evaluation Handbook. Dr. Miller?
As you recall, last spring, 2025, state made some changes to the evaluation process for educators. And we still have to have an annual evaluation, but they have opened up the options for us. In meeting with the members from the association, administration, we have come up with a 3-track process. For those of you that have been in education for a while, you might recall the days when a teacher got an evaluation every 3rd year or so. We're doing some combinations. We're not gonna do the observation portion on track 3 annually. It will be every 4th year. But we've looked at the law. You can see they have trimmed it down from pages to a short paragraph in their definition. So the administration evaluation plan, which is part of this also, because it's for all certified staff, has not changed. This applies to any teacher, coach, or counselors in areas like that. You had several documents. I gave you the shortcut overview. You had the full plan. You had all the rubrics. The rubrics are the same, except we have added one for a speech and language pathologist that's a little bit different. That was recommended by our director of special ed, one she has used in the past. We aligned it. So the rubrics are all the same. I even gave you a podcast of it that was created for me by Notebook LM, which is a pretty cool document. I uploaded the document and it started talking and created that for us. So if you listen to that or the video, there was a little video clip. So I tried to give you a variety of ways to soak in the new plan. Big picture, there are 3 tracks. If I'm new to South Madison or I'm new to teaching, I'm on track 1. That's strictly an observation process. We're really looking at that time at those key foundational pieces of how the curriculum delivery, classroom management, and those pieces in those first 3 years. After that, in years 4 through 6, we're doing a combination. They are going to set a professional goal for themselves, something that they would like to look at improving. Let's say I want to improve the hooks that I do at the beginning, the engagement piece at the beginning of a unit. So I may look at studies and work on some documents or go to a professional development, read a book, whatever, to help me get better at that. So that's teacher's choice is what they want to get better at. Those are approved by their evaluator. And then they also have in that track 2 observations. So it's a combination. That's a 50-50 in the calculation process. For our track 3, so if I have been in education for 7 or more years, I will do a 4-year rotation. First 3 years are just a goal. The 4th year is observation and a goal. In that process, I would go through the same piece and set that goal for myself as to where I would like to grow. All of those have the foundation of the core professionalism underneath it. All of those have safeguards for it. And then what we've done, if I come to South Madison and I've got 10 years experience, I don't automatically jump into track 3. I start in track 2 for at least a year, and the evaluator can then decide after that year, yeah, this person's ready to move to track 3, or I think I'd like to hang with them for another year. So maybe I came mid-year and they're like, yeah, I want to do a year and a half at track 2. We also have the safeguard is if I'm in track 3, something happens in my life, I change my routines, I can be moved back to track 2 the following year. So we have all of those safeguards in there for it. We have even things like, we've had a few teachers move from their elementary life, using their elementary license to a back to track 2 because it's a very different job. Now, if I move from 3rd grade to 4th grade, nothing's changing. If I'm a high school teacher teaching U.S. history and government, nothing changes. But if I drastically change my role, we felt like there needed to be a little bit more overview and oversight on that, so we would move to track 2 for at least a year. So I am happy to answer any questions on it.
Is drastic defined? If I go from kindergarten to 6th?
We talked
Is that
about it,
drastic?
we didn't talk about using a different license, is the way we worded it. So I'm using my elementary license.
Okay.
Or I'm using a secondary math license. Those are different. I'm using an elementary license or a special ed license. Or I'm using my elementary license and going through special ed certification through like the Aspire program.
So
That would be when.
if a teacher is teaching 6th, they get assigned to 1st, and the principal said, even though they're a veteran teacher, and the principal says, I want to move you to track 2, they have the right to do that?
We have some options to do that in those conversations, yeah.
Okay, good, all right.
Yeah. It was a great team to work with. We all went, looked and said, how do we grow our teachers? And is an observation growing our 20-year senior teacher who's doing great? Or would them looking at themselves, looking at their data, looking at their students, and making a determination on something they want to be better at? Many of them do it automatically.
Sure.
But having that conversation with their evaluator to focus on something to grow, we felt like was a better use of our time and efforts.
Good.
It sounded like, from what you gave us, that the group of administrators and teachers were pretty happy with this program.
Oh, yeah, we hashed it out in different spots, and we streamlined the meetings, so we would have a meeting, I would take their feedback, I'd make the changes, I'd ship it out to everybody, they all gave their individual feedback back, and we kept moving forward on it. I said I was not redoing the rubrics, and I was not spending as many meetings as it took the first time we did this about 18 years ago.
And when you say you meet with them, like who, are you meeting with like the department heads or chairs or, you know what I mean?
I worked with the CTA president,
Okay.
and we came up with a group. So we had representatives from all the teaching levels. We had representatives from core classes, elective classes, and just a variety of people on it so that we could get different perspectives. So we had a STEM teacher from the elementary, so it was more of an elective kind of view to it. We had a foreign language teacher. I had administrators on it from all 3 levels and from central office.
Do we have anybody on temporary contracts? Well,
We
because of
we do not have anybody on a
contract,
temporary contract.
I should have said license.
We do have some emergency license
Okay.
that are working through, but we have plans for each of those as to how they move through those licenses. For example, special ed, there's 2 different routes they can take. One route is a 1-year process, and the other one is a 2-year process. For each of those, they get a 3-year license. That's a temporary 3-year license.
Yeah.
It's sort of like your initial teaching license, which is 2 years. Lordy be, they make them the same, so they're all 2 years, but they don't. And then we have a position that's opened for our ELTO, one of our ELTORs, because ours moved to Spanish here, that we will very likely be trying to fill with a transition emergency license teacher, because we probably have it. The 2 applicants I've got aren't full.
I'm sure it's all gonna be there, so.
It'll all work out.
Okay, do I have a motion?
I make a motion that we accept the evaluation plan that Dr. Miller presented for teachers.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve 6.1. Penny?
Anna Blake? Yes. Mike Hanna?
Yes.
Bill Hutton?
Yes.
John Lord?
Yes.
Mark Thompson?
Yes. Moving to 6.2, board policy update. Dr. Hall?
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. You'll find in board docs several updates in the Neola board policies. probably the one that I pointed out to all of you earlier this week, is the personal communication devices policy. And so the way that is written, that's Neola's recommendation. We don't have a recommendation from the Department of Ed yet, but Neola has recommended that we write the policy in that way, and then be more specific in our prohibition of cell phones into the student handbook process, which you'll also approve. And so you'll have actually approved our rules regarding those devices to us.
Do you have any idea, Dr. Hall, when POE is gonna come out with some guidance?
Nope.
Will we need to redo this when they do come?
No,
out?
because the way we've written this, I mean, if you read it, it says they're off and properly stored. That's the language that Neola is recommending. And then we actually had an administrative meeting this morning, and we talked about what properly stored looks like in each one of our buildings. And so then that'll come back when you guys approve your student handbooks, so.
Other than that one, were there any other changes since we
Not substantial.
visited this before?
No.
Okay.
No, this is just first reading though. But nothing, I mean, there are changes because of legislative changes and some, just some simple word changes, but generally speaking, that's the one that I wanted to point out to you to make sure you knew it was in there. And because the law requires you to adopt that policy. So I wanted to make sure you knew that we had gotten that in there so you would be able to fulfill your legal requirement.
Do we need to vote on this?
Nope,
this-
I'll answer any questions if you have.
Probably the next meeting.
Yeah, unless there are any issues with any of these, I'll bring these back in July.
Okay. Moving on to 6.3 then, administrative contracts. Dr. Hall.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. I'm recommending a one-year extension to all of those administrative contracts that are in board docs, and also a one-year extension to my own contract. These are based on the evaluations that we had reviewed the last meeting in executive session, and so I would recommend that those that are present in board docs be granted a one-year extension. There's no changes to compensation at this time. Just like the support staff schedule, we're gonna wait and see what our enrollment does in the fall. And then we might come back and address that, but we probably won't.
Need a motion for this.
Yep.
I make a motion that we extend the administrative contracts 1 year.
I'll second.
Okay, moved and seconded to, for 6.3, administrative contracts. Kenny?
Anna Blake,
Yes.
Mike Cannon.
Yes.
Bill Hutton,
Yes.
John Lord,
Yes.
Mark Thompson.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Time for glasses. Moving to 7.1, preliminary determination hearing. Mr. McCarty.
Thank you. Information will be presented, on our community, our schools, our Arabians projects, which include the renovation of and improvements to facilities throughout the school corporation, including HVAC and roof improvements, site improvements, the purchase of equipment, buses, and technology, which are collectively known as the project.
Without anybody here that has signed up or wants to speak, this preliminary determination hearing was published legally as required. The first preliminary determination hearing was held May 21st of 2026. At this time, I'll ask Mr. McCarty to explain the purpose of the hearing.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Pursuant to Indiana Code 20-26-7-37, before a school corporation may spend more than $1 million to build, repair, or alter a school corporation building that will be financed by a lease or bonds, it must hold a public hearing at which explanations of potential value of the project to the school corporation and community are given. Similarly, pursuant to Indiana Code 6-1.1-20-5.3, a school corporation must hold 2 public hearings and adopt a resolution to preliminarily determine to issue bonds or to enter a lease for a project which has a total project cost in excess of a non-controlled project, or if the school corporation has any debt service tax rate fund above a certain amount. These public hearings and the adoption resolutions are the very beginning of the legal process. These resolutions establish the maximum financial terms for the proposed project.
Thank you. We'll now hear from Dr. Hall, excuse me, about the process of determining and communicating the project to the community and the need for the project.
Before I start that, I'm going to need to share my screen here in a minute, so you could set that up while I'm reading this. Good evening, members of the Board of School Trustees, staff, and community members. Thank you for being here tonight and for your continued commitment to our schools and our students. Your presence reflects the pride and investment of our community as the future of South Madison Community School Corporation. Tonight's preliminary determination hearing represents an important milestone in the continued growth and improvement of our district. The purpose of this meeting is to present the proposed Our Community, Our Schools, Our Arabians project, which is part of our Elevate SMCSC Comprehensive Long-Range Strategic Facility Improvement Plan, designed to strengthen educational opportunities, improve learning environments, and ensure our schools continue to meet the needs of students today and for generations to come. Over the past several months, district leadership, school administrators, staff members, architects, and community stakeholders have worked collaboratively to evaluate our current facilities, identify priorities, and develop a responsible and forward-thinking plan. Through that process, several key themes consistently emerged: the need to modernize the aging infrastructure, the importance of creating safe, secure, and student-centered learning environments, the desire to provide equitable opportunities across all of our schools, and the need for spaces that support today's instructional practices, career pathways, and extracurricular programs, and the importance of maintaining fiscal responsibility while investing in the future of our students and our community. The Elevate SMCSC, Our Community, Our Schools, Our Arabians initiative reflects those priorities. This long-range plan includes improvements that will enhance safety and security, modernize classrooms and instructional spaces, improve operational efficiency, address deferred maintenance, and expand opportunities for students in academics, fine arts, athletics, and career and technical education. As we look forward to the future, we must ensure our facilities match the excellence we expect in teaching and learning. Students today learn differently than they did 20 or even 10 years ago, and education continues to evolve, and our learning spaces must evolve with it. At this time, the board, we are committed to transparency throughout every phase of the process. Tonight's hearing is an important opportunity for the community to hear about the financial considerations and to provide feedback before any final decisions are made. I want to thank our Board of Trustees for their leadership and vision throughout the process, as well as our staff members and residents who have contributed feedback and support along the way. Thank you again for your attendance and engagement this evening. We look forward to sharing more about the Elevate SMCSC, Our Community, Our Schools, Our Arabian initiative, and continuing this important conversation with our community.
We'll now hear from Stiefel, Nicholas and Company Incorporated, our underwriter, about how the proposed project will be financed, as well as information about the effect on the typical property taxpayer.
It's going to take me a second maybe to, at the very least, we're going to have it over there, so, okay.
Yeah, you're there.
All right, cool.
All right, well, good evening, everybody. Good to see all of you again. This particular slide, as we talked last time, outlines all of your South Madison Schools' current debt payments, and with all debt currently being paid off in 2030. The next slide. This slide just matches up because debt is repaid through property tax. This slide matches up your debt service tax rate to repay the debt that was on the previous slide. And then this is an example, kind of like I mentioned last time, just one scenario. The different bond issues could be layered in different amounts, different times. This is just one example that we played out in issuing the entirety of the project over between now and 2035, and you can see equal installments of $20 million each year. Again, this is just a scenario. We would want your project needs to drive the borrowings, not just this type of scenario. So as this evolves over time, we would layer this in based on the needs of the project. And then on the next slide, just required by statute, I need to go through the legal parameters. So as we've kind of discussed here tonight, the total par amount outstanding of the bonds would be the $200 million. The estimated cost of issuing the debt, all the fees associated with it, would be $2 million. Therefore, your estimated proceeds available for any hard or soft construction cost is just the difference of the $198 million. Estimated interest rates between 2% and 7%. That's kind of what we've ran everything at, looking at those interest rates because it's such a long period of time. We wanted to look at maximums and minimums. Maximum top bond issuance per year, 20 years. In the state of Indiana, you can take municipal bonds out for a 20-year term. The estimated total interest cost, $130 million, with the maximum annual payment being $15 million. The net increase over the 2024 debt service tax rate being net zero. The school corporation's max annual payments as a percent of NAV is 0.73%, and the direct and overlapping debt as a percent of NAV is 14.9%.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, this is where we open it to the public hearing, and there's nobody here. So,
Not that you guys aren't nobody.
What a great first meeting for him to be at, though. Like, just
Here we go.
so, Mr. McCarty, would you please summarize the project resolution?
Yes, Mr. Thompson, the project resolution is required when a school corporation is planning to finance more than $1 million worth of improvements per building. It contains the estimated hard and soft construction costs and the cost of issuance and establishes the total project cost. It also contains the estimated tax impact.
Do any of you have questions for Mr. McCarty? May I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to adopt the project resolution.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the project resolution. Penny?
Anna Blake? Yes. Buck Evans?
Yes.
Mike Hanna?
Yes.
Bill Hutton?
Yes.
John Lord?
Yes.
Mark Thompson?
Yes. Mr. McCarty, could you please summarize the preliminary determination resolution?
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. The preliminary determination resolution is required when a school is planning to finance more than a certain amount for a given facility. It contains the total project cost, maximum annual payment and lease term, and other financial terms such as estimated principal amount and tax impact.
Any questions? May I have a motion?
I make a motion to adopt the preliminary determination resolution.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve the preliminary determination resolution. Penny?
Anna Blake? Yes. Buck Evans?
Yes.
Mike Hanna?
Yes.
Bill Hutton?
Yes.
John Lord?
Yes.
Mark Thompson?
Yes. Mr. McCarty, would you please summarize the reimbursement resolution?
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. The next resolution is the reimbursement resolution relating to the financing of the construction project. This resolution permits the school corporation to reimburse itself from bond proceeds for any cash which it might spend on the project prior to the closing on the bonds. It is required by federal law to preserve the school corporation's ability to reimburse itself.
Okay. Any questions for Mr. McCarty? May I have a motion?
So moved.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt the reimbursement resolution. Penny?
Anna Blake?
Yes.
Buck Evans?
Yes.
Mike Hannah?
Yes.
Bill Hutton?
Yes.
John Lord?
Yes.
Art Thompson?
Yes. Okay, moving on to 8.1, comments from patrons. Nobody signed up. 8.2, communications from the superintendent. Dr. Hall.
Just want to congratulate the class of 2026. We had an outstanding commencement ceremony last Sunday. And also congratulate all of our athletic teams that are participating in a variety of state competitions this upcoming weekend. So, and semi-state with softball and our track team and at state. That's all I have.
8.3, communications from the board of trustees. Mrs. Blake?
No.
No.
I'm not gonna get in there. Okay, going to 9.1, adjournment of the regular meeting. I'll accept a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, Penny, to get out of here.
Anna Blake?
Yes.
Buck Evans?
Yes.
Mike Hannah?
Yes.
Bill Hutton?
Yes.